Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today's video stars Kenneth Copeland and Jesse Duplantis, two overly dressed televangelists trying to defend their private jets. Let's watch.
Brother Copeland, I was flying home from a meeting, and I had come out of a glorious meeting. I had just finished, me and Creflo Dollar were preaching. Had a glorious meeting. So I was, for lack of a better way to say it, I was spiritually high. I said, people were saved, touched, and blessed.
Spiritually high means that meeting probably made him a lot of money one way or the other. But really, it's kind of like walking out of a casino after winning $100,000. Feels like you're kind of high. I wouldn't claim to call that spiritual though, but we quickly see how making money and spiritual become synonymous to these men.
God in the plane that God so graciously gave us.
God gave you a plane, did he? Are you sure you didn't just buy that plane with all the money your misled followers donated to you? You can see how this guy in his first 30 seconds has already established that money is spiritual. God made it possible for him to get this money. There's no way there's an elaborate hoax going on here. No way.
We're flying home. As I was going home, the Lord, real quickly, he said, Jesse?
Now this guy's hearing voices. I know this conversation with God is just part of his shtick, but to us normal non-believers, he sounds like a Looney Tune. If someone I knew heard voices, I would get them help, not give them money.
The Lord, real quickly, he said, Jesse, do you like your plane? Now, I thought that's an odd statement. I said, well, certainly, Lord. He said, do you really like it?
I feel like God would have better things to talk about than this guy's plane.
And I thought, well, yes, Lord. Then he said this, so that's it? I didn't know how to handle it for me. I went, what? He said, you're going to let your faith stagnate?
Letting his faith stagnate is just a euphemism for this guy's greed. It's never enough for these people. Being rich isn't enough. Now he needs a plane. A plane isn't enough. Now he wants a helicopter. This motherfucker has the balls to ask old, weak-willed people for more money while wearing a Louis Vuitton jacket worth thousands of dollars. It's just despicable. Jesus walked around in a robe and sandals. According to the Bible, the Son of God was a minimalist and he fucking hated rich people like these assholes.
Can I interrupt you there for a second? Mm-hmm. You couldn't have done that on an airliner.
No, sir. No way.
Stand up and say, what'd you say, Lord?
No.
Okay, no, yeah. And the guy sitting over there saying, what the hell does he think he's doing? You can't do that.
You can't do that.
No.
Actually, I think you could do that. Anyone could take their seatbelt off on a plane, stand up, and pretend to talk to God. The only difference is what this guy points out. Normal people might tell you to shut up or call you crazy, which you are fucking crazy, so that's a totally justifiable reaction.
The world is in such a shape, we can't get there without this.
That's right.
We've got to have this. We would have, the mess that the airlines are in today, I would have to stop. I'm being very conservative. At least 75 to 80, more like 90% of what we're doing, because you can't get there from here.
It's impossible.
Now that's just a bold-faced lie. Of course you can use the airlines to get across the country or even the world. People have been doing it for decades. Or you could drive or take trains or buses. These swindlers are saying that their work, which is basically making bullshit speeches, cannot be done without private jets. That's a fucking lie. No one needs private jets, except maybe the president. And there are exactly 0 people who need these little coffee warmer coaster things these guys have for their drinks.
Now, Oral used to fly airlines,
right?
But even back there then, man, it got to the place where it was agitating his spirit, people coming up to him. He had become famous, and they wanting him to pray for him and all that. You can't manage that today.
Okay, first of all, I doubt you guys are really that famous. Actors and comedians use the airlines all the time. Louis C.K. is way more famous than you, and I doubt he has to take a private jet because people hound him too much in public. Also, if people do come up to you from time to time in public, shouldn't you want to say hi to them and pray for them and shit? No, this guy isn't a pastor because he wants to help people. He pretends to talk to God and care about people in church and on TV just so he can make money. I doubt these guys even believe the bullshit they preach. They're just playing the preacher character as part of their hustle.
Right.
This dope-filled world,
and
get in a long tube with a bunch of demons.
Right. That's exactly the
And
point.
it's deadly.
Because normal people are a bunch of demons. What a lovely thought, Pastor Copeland. First, you didn't like the people who asked you to pray for them at the airport, and now everyone on the plane is a demon. Good to know what you think of people.
I wanted to make that clear so the devil can't lie to you and say, see there, them preachers spending all that money, just fat cats riding around.
Sounds like the devil is anyone who questions these guys and their lavish spending of money, which they hustled from good, hardworking Americans. I must be the devil then. I mean, I do already have the horns.
Just fat cats riding around. No, we're not. We're in business to do. Listen,
He cut himself off because his tangent hit a little too close to home. He was voicing someone criticizing him, trying to make them sound dumb, but after a few lines, the critics started to make sense. These guys are fat cats living in luxury. Quick, better start talking about something else. Oh yeah, I love flying planes.
I could scratch my flying itch with my little single engine open cockpit airplane.
Because flying itches are totally normal. I get them all the time. Unfortunately, I'm not rich and can't hop into one of my multiple planes. I just have a beat up pickup truck from 2002. But you know what? That's all you fucking need. One car, one house, one job. No planes. When I need to fly, I just search for it on Google. Find the best date and price, and then I print my ticket out. Flying to airlines really isn't as hard as these idiots say.
Right.
I just come home and fly around in that and scratch my flying itch. That doesn't have nothing to do with that. But
Right.
we're in soul business here.
Oh my God, this is just scary. He looks like a villain here, like Mr. Burns. Also, we're in the soul business is just a creepy thing to say.
Like some people say, why do you need an airplane? It started out about a couple of weeks ago. I was in Fort Worth. I preached on a Friday night and a Saturday. I was in Fort Worth preaching for Jerry Savelle. Sunday morning, I was in Boston, Massachusetts.
Here, Pastor Duplantis achieves quite a feat. As he mentions all the cities he's visiting, he manages to brag and complain about it at the same time.
Monday, I was in New Orleans. Tuesday, I was in Chicago. Wednesday, I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. Thursday, I was in New Orleans. Friday, I was in San Antonio, Texas. Saturday, I was in New Orleans. Sunday, I was in another city.
Those are all major cities with functioning airports. You could indeed fly there on commercial flights. Would it be fun? Probably not, but it's your fucking job. You're making a shitload of money and you're complaining about it. Fuck off. Well, that's all for these greedy monsters. Even though the people that give them money are being naive and sometimes stupid, I feel the need to at least try and point out these pastors and their bullshit. It would be one thing if the pastors were just teaching Bible lessons, but some of these guys actually promise that donations will help people with their problems. Donating money to Kenneth Copeland will not cure your cancer. It will not fix your marriage. All your money does is go into Copeland's pocket so he can buy more coffee warmers and jet fuel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget, if you have suggestions for topics or videos to review, just leave a comment or send us an email. Well, until next time, good night, everybody.